Welcome to the Wolfkeeper, a show that's just about everything that you could maybe think about, everything that you can feel that's inside of your heart. What I need for you to do right now is spend the next hour relaxing. Just stop your day before you go into 12 o'clock. And I just want y'all to close your minds, open your hearts, and relax and go on this journey with me. It's a beautiful place that you're about to go, because I want to make you feel, I want to just open you up and think about some things you never really thought about. Right now, the Wolfkeeper. Come on. Good morning, y'all. Come on. It's the Wolfkeeper show. Get ready. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. It's the Wolfkeeper show. Your boy, Toriano, Sanzone. Yeah. Chinelle. My boy Tyrone Scott somewhere rocking the Doogie Dogs. Denzel's in his house. Shacky Shack. And for all the people out there that love us, we love you back. Thank you all. Get ready for an amazing show with the Wolfkeeper. Get ready. Here we go. Toriano, and I'm completely solo today on the Wolfkeeper show. How's everybody doing? Shout out to the TrapKing, shout out to Chinelle, to Rejoice, my entire Wolfkeeper crew and posse. Happy Hump Day, November 4th. Shout out to my grandmother. It's her birthday today, Betty Jean Williams Freeman, who I love so much in my heart. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. It's going to be just straight up solo, dolo. If you guys want questions, if you want questions, type them in on Facebook. If you want to come on my Zoom, you got an opportunity to today. I'm just feeling great, feeling amazing. I want to talk about just energy and just in general, and the ability to manifest anything out there that you want if you just focus and use mind control and breathing. A lot of people don't really understand breathing. And when I say you're not breathing, I'm talking about breathing like just deep from your soul breathing. A lot of times people just when they breathe, they're taking let me just pray the people on the Instagram. They're taking deep, shallow. They're taking shallow breaths. Momento poco, and they're not taking like deep breaths, and that can change the whole. Yo, Trap King, how you doing, baby?
Yo,
what's going down?
What's good with you?
Man, today we just November 1st. We did Cattober. Thank you so much. You rocked it. You held it down. I learned so much about cats. It was like ridiculous, man.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
And man, I gotta say I love you, man, because you made me you transform me. I love when I'm influenced in a healthy, positive way by anybody. And it's just over my top. I'm not, knowing that there's so much you know about cats. Duh, of course there's so much you know about cats. But you don't even, I had people even come to me and say like, wow, I learned a lot about cats. Which today's topic, going back to one of the big principles of wolf keeping is breathing. Because a lot of people don't breathe properly, due to anxiety. Today it's like across the board, I've had people just like, how's it going this morning? Oh, rough night. Like they was running for president. He was like, oh my God, Jesus. You know what I mean?
Everybody having a rough night last night.
Everybody, nobody's in the gym. No one's in the lobby. People. Right. I'm saying, one guy I saw in the elevator, like, he was like, man. But the part of the thing is people don't breathe. Even when you were looking at the presidential the debate, I'm not hating on your guy Joe Biden because I know you're a big Joe Biden fan. Down there, but he was, a couple times you could tell he had to really focus not to respond, and I feel that, a huge principle with dog training is breathing, because if you have the dog, true story. I'm trying to think of one of my favorite bite stories that Rob getting bit. Doberman ran out the yard, coming full speed. Dude, I'm seeing them. I can't even make this up, man. I can't make this up. I always do open palms. I don't do closed palms. Open palms, relaxed.
Right.
I'm slowing down because I say me cortisone, two cortisone. My cortisone controls your cortisone. My heart controls your heart. So I'm just going to slow my heart. I'm just slowing the heart rate down. He came up to me. He peed on me, but I'll take urination over a bite, over blood any day. I'll take that body fluid over the red body fluid any day. And he walked away. And even the owner was like, I'm shocked. Like the owner was like, he normally bites people. I'm like, I'm sure he does. Here's my card. And she was like, of all people for him to run after, of course he runs up for dog trainer. But breathing really controls the animal. Do you see that with cats? Are you conscientious of your? Now this show right here is like face off. Wolfkeeper, TrapKing. Is that one of your techniques? You have to really be cognizant of breathing.
Oh yeah. That's why I say headbutts and slow blinks all the time when I'm dealing with cats, because cats, they'll do the little headbutt if they like you, but even before contact, the slow blink thing, and that's like a whole. You want to give slow blinks. It ain't a dead stare. Like I got my eye on you. I'm watching you. I'm ready to move. It's like a slow blink, calm down my breathing. That's important, bro. They talk about that in music. We both did music.
Right.
We talk about that in working out. So breathing in everything you do, I think that's dope that you brought that up, because it's definitely important, period, in everything we do, but it is important for cats as well.
And you bring it up, because both of us are artists. For those that don't know, we both are hip hop artists. Today I'm feeling very hip hop artist today, if you can tell. You know what I mean? Bodega Cat, you know what I mean? So we're both from the music industry, but one of the reasons Eminem is so phenomenal, his breath control is off Rap God is one of the most epic lyrics. I've tried to learn Rap God. In fact, I'm going to dust it off. In fact, I will challenge you. We should both try to learn Rap God.
Man, whew, it's going to take me a minute for that. And listen, this is the crazy part about it. I actually, you know how when Twister first came out, when Twister was banging, everybody was talking about him, or Crucial Conflict, the whole fast rap thing was going down. I actually was good at that, and even still, Rap God is like, man.
It's epic. Well, part of the thing, too, because his breath, let's just go through just people in general that have amazing breath control. Eminem, hands down. It's not just that he's technically a great writer. It's not even that he's a white rapper. Physically, breath control.
Yeah, flat out.
Whitney Houston, breath control. Whitney. And I always love you.
Yo, to sing that note night in and night out, bro.
Dude,
gotta be
Whitney, right?
Man.
Breath control, ridiculous. Sports, Muhammad Ali, just up there like, what was the one thing when he just made the guy miss? What was it, 15 times?
Yeah.
You saw that one?
Oh, yeah.
When he's just like...
Just moving.
Even the infamous Joe Frazier fight.
Right.
He's still talking while he's doing crazy cardio, just like...
Right.
And we talking life or death cardio. We talking one miscalculation, night, right? Rockabye, baby, right?
Let you wear yourself out swinging.
Right. So we know breath control is just... I was watching Tom Brady the other day. Like beating up on... Who was he beating up on Thursday night? Monday night. He was beating up on...
what was it? Tampa Bay
and they thought they had him, too. They thought they had him.
Man, I can't even remember who it was.
And he came back. He came back like last minute, like, no, I'm the GOAT. I'm not about to lose. And you could just see... They call a timeout, and you could just see the... You can see the breathing, and then bringing it back to the animals. I would say people listen to this podcast. I'm going to give you one of my secret sauces if you join my dog training. I'm going to be out in New York. I hope to see you out in New York, Trap, November 21st.
I'm trying to get out there and meet you too, bro. For real.
TRY. I don't want to hear no TRY, baby. I want to see some do it. I want to hear some Nike. Just do it, baby.
Just do it.
Because I'm giving you part of my seminar right now. I'm honest. Is breathing, and I tell people I'm not just talking these like shout. I'm talking about deep from your soul. Whitney Houston. People don't breathe. I can use example after example of breathing. I'll give you another real example of like dog training principles that carry over to real life. So say you don't have a dog, and you can use this for your cat trapping, gorilla, children, anyone. I don't care. It's not just black men that get stopped by the police officers, right? And shout out to police officers across the country. Thank you for your service. But people get nervous. Breathe. True story. Walking down the street, right in front of my house. I do this weird thing, Trap. I used to like to bring, when I lived at this one house in particular, don't ask me why, everyone has a weird thing. I would take the trash out the front door and walk around the back. I don't know why. I did it one time because I couldn't find the key to my gate, and then it just became a weird habit. It doesn't take something 7 times to become a habit. I just started doing it after one time. I was imprinted, right?
Some OCD type stuff.
Right. So took the trash out, come walking back. I don't even know where they came from. 3 white cops. Boom. I mean, they got my shirt up. I'm up against the gate. Just walking down the street, being black, right?
Yeah.
Relax. I can't make this up. Today's my grandmama's rest in peace birthday.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Right hand to the sky. I said, relax, Trap. They went like this. And I leaned forward on them. And I reached on them. I reached like this on them. That's normally a no-no. I went like this. I pulled out a business card. I said, hey, I'm the committee man. They snatched the card and ran. I'm running down the street after them. No, I'm running down the street after them, trying to get the license plate. Like, I wish someone was recording me chasing 3 white cops.
Wow.
I wish someone had video. The one time there was no video around to be recorded. I wish someone had saw that train. I promise you I can't make that up. I promise you I can't make that up. I promise you. I can't make that up.
Man.
It all came from breathing. It's like I went, when I said, hey, relax. I say relax a lot. I tell people,
I mean, you gotta be real relaxed for this fool. While you around a bunch of cops, you just don't look this shit. That's hey.
Oh.
Woo.
You got, it's life or death. It's life or death.
Bruh, that's a whew.
Life or death, dog. Right?
Hey, that's a serious day. But I feel you though. Relax. That's the approach, bro. I always say that.
Well,
not too high, not too low. Just.
But think about it though. At that point in time, what choice do I have? Because we know that there's people that have died from less movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Facts. Right. As we say in the hood, facts.
Facts all day.
For less movement.
Right.
I reached, and this is not rehearsed. This is just how I live my life because I'm around dogs all the time. If I have a Cane Corso, Presa Canario, South African Borbo, Pit Bull. Right now I have a Chow Chow, 8 years old, that wants to do damage. Well, I adopted, raised my hand, took him in. I got an American Bulldog, 150 pounds, that wants to do damage, right? I have 2 pit bulls that will do damage. 4 things, unless you're a professional. And even if you're a professional, unless you really know what you're doing, don't touch them, right? So, and that's 20 years in. So I've spent my life being around things that can cause mass destruction in a millisecond. I mean, I've had that hand right there. I've had my hand broken. I don't know if you can see that right there. That was like 20 stitches across the neck right there. If I cut the beard off, boom. Yeah, people think the beard is for aesthetic reasons to add to my handsomeness. It's not. It's just to cover the scars. That's about 20 stitches there. And these aren't. One day I had someone make a smart remark like, "Oh, I guess you can't really train dogs." Like, no, dude, it's occupational hazard. If you ride a motorcycle enough, you're going to fall off. If you drive a Formula One car,
hey, everybody I hear in the ride say that too. Like, I don't even want to ride with somebody that ain't fell off their bike yet. Every time I hear somebody that ride, I be like, for real, that don't make no sense. I always say that.
You're gonna. I mean, another, which brings me to another. On Netflix, there's an amazing series, Formula One. The guy said, "When I doubt, I die." He said, "I have to turn a piece of machine at the proper angle, going over 150 miles per hour." Think about that.
Yeah.
The proper turn. It's like it's science. And it's power. Like, these dudes got to work out, like, to hold that.
Oh yeah.
To hold that.
Just, yeah.
You're not like doing this. You're not Urkel in that seat.
Nah. You ain't gangster leaning there. You ain't hitting this.
I mean, you putting power on it, right? But the breathing, as I'm watching, I'm just fascinated with all. I mean, life requires breathing in general. That's why I named my son Baraka. Because it means actually Baraka and Barak mean the same thing, first breath. Because when the baby comes out, what's the first thing everyone does? Sitting back, waiting to see if they breathe.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for that. They pop out. Everyone's waiting for that. You're like, yes, ready for number 3. Let's do it. Right? It comes out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the first thing everyone's waiting for, the first breath. But it's so fascinating, and especially with everything that's going on with the politics. Everyone is so stressed out, but it's like, without breathing, we're really lost, and it throws the animals off too, because you start hyperventilating. I'm convinced that we can fix the world through breathing. It sounds super simple, like we need a much more complex theory and if people breathe more, people would shut the. You wouldn't have time to talk so much. Like, dude.
It's legit though, bro. They say it even in meditation. Talk about breathing. Like breathing, that's a dope topic because it is important in everything we do. And like you say, breathing, it could, I believe, in a sense, if a lot of people in just basic interactions, heightened interactions, just breathe and interact, engage, like calm down, think before you speak. Even breathing, it brings to that. Like think.
Pause, relax, chill, don't do it, don't say it,
right,
take that breath, because in that millisecond, let's just think about things that can change life or death in the millisecond. Okay, 3 police officers got me up against a fence, right? I run, that might not go right.
Yeah, that's it.
If I'm concealed carry and I go like this, that might not go right.
Yeah,
all I had, just think about this. All I had was a word as my weapon. Relax. You might have to say it to your mama sometime. Sterling, you don't never call me. You don't never come see me. You out here got time to be on podcast with Toriano, out here running around the country saving cats, and you ain't even called your mama, the one that gave you life. You can't go in on mama and be like, relax. Well, a polite, proper. Relax, okay.
Yeah.
Because also too, when you use the word relax, you're also submitting. Because somebody has to submit. Someone has to. I think before you say that one phrase that might get you divorced. That's why I don't like your mama.
Yeah.
Oh,
you should just stop right there and take some time. Breathe.
You can't take that one back. You can't say that's why I don't like your mama. Pause. Relax. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
But in the animal kingdom, if you see, I really start thinking about it. Especially with dogs. Dogs base everything on instinct and scent. I got that from. Shout out to Atmosphere out in Minneapolis. Slug, he wrote that in one of his writings. I keep a close eye on all of my pets because they make all of their decisions on instinct and sense. I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, I see you, Sluggo. Shout out to Atmosphere and Minneapolis Posse and everyone. Because it can go wrong real fast. Because your dog's like, I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like this other. And the time it takes to get a dog off of another animal or human. I'm being spiritual right now. I believe I was sitting here to change the world and save the world because every year 800,000 people critically injured by dogs. We're talking about needing reconstructive surgery. $1.5 billion. You know what we can do?
When you say them numbers, man, that's crazy.
1.5 billion. Crazy. 1.5 billion. You know what? I can at least fix Chicago and Detroit, your home, with that 1.5 billion. If I reallocated those funds.
Help the deep, man.
And maybe I could throw Atlanta in there somewhere. The hoods of the 1.5 billion is what we spend every year on reconstruct for just surgeries, insurance, lawsuits, freaking animal care control, because the dog goes to animal care control, the dog gets destroyed. They sit there for 30 days. There's all kinds of just different things that go wrong. And I allocated back to $1 basic concept that yogis have talked about, meditation, Buddhism, breathing. We take it for granted.
Breathing, bro. Breathing. Yeah.
We really take it for granted. Think about it. I mean, because you're like, everyone loves that 3-letter word. SEX.
Okay.
People love it. Men have gone. Oh, is that Chinelle now? Oh,
I'm not visual today. I'm like all over the place. So.
I mentioned SEX, and then here comes a voice out of nowhere.
Look, I don't know why that was right on time like that. That's hilarious.
But Toriano always has to put a spin on things. But you're the only one thinking about sex, Toriano.
I'm the only one. There's some child being procreated and created right as we speak on post-election day.
This stress, right? Somebody is out here making some babies.
You know how many kids are gonna be named COVID with a K next year? COVID Davis.
I would hope not.
Covita.
I would hope not.
Oh man.
Coco. Kalanka.
Somebody gonna do it too.
Kalanka.
Quarantina. Not a good
bad.
But you think about it. But you think about it, Trap. When you talk about breathing, everybody wants to have sex. Everyone wants to be in love. Everyone wants to be a great kisser. But just think about. Let's just go back to the principles of kissing. If you aren't great with breathing, you can't kiss. Because it's mouth to mouth contact.
Yeah.
You put your mouth against another human being's. Whatever you're into, but let's go with a human being right now. You put your mouth up to another human being's mouth. Your nose is right there, right?
He's really gonna give us a kissing tutorial. Kissing 101. Go ahead.
Well, I'm bringing it back to why a lot of people are unhappy because people want love, people want extra sex. But you won't even attract those people just through breathing because even after the first kiss, it's like, oh wow, you suck because like you don't breathe.
But a lot of people don't even kiss these days though. Like I've talked to people where they're like, hey, I'd rather have sex. Like kissing is more intimate than sex is these days.
I've definitely heard that. Plus, we're gonna be mask to mask now. We're gonna be
right.
Well, now you're not just asking someone to take their bra or drawers off. You're asking them to take their mask off too. So like you really, it's pretty loaded.
It's just way too much. Yeah,
it's pretty loaded. It's pretty loaded. Once you get this off, you're like, oh yeah, there it is. There's those lips. I've been waiting to see them. Ooh. But I'm just saying, like, no, that's a great point, Chinelle, but a lot of people aren't kissing because a lot of people can't breathe. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It goes, they never thought about it that deep. You know what I mean? That on a basic, intimate level, you cannot really engage because your breathing's off.
Right.
You're not paying me to train your dog. You're paying me to teach you how to breathe. It's so much deeper. Because it's like the dog can't follow if you can't lead, but you can't lead if you can't breathe. As simple as that.
All right.
Let me say it again. The dog can't follow. The dog can't follow. Reverend Sterling. The dog cannot follow if you cannot lead. And you cannot lead if you cannot breathe.
Oh, gosh. Where's the tambourine?
Well,
keep going.
I'm just saying, it makes common sense, though. It all comes down to that breath control. We can say some lies with that breath control because, when people start thinking about it on a very painful days, when they're like, and you're in the hospital and you're on that respiratory, you know what I mean? And people say, man, how's their breathing? Their breathing is labored. Right?
Mm-hmm.
that breaks my heart. You know what I mean? Or I think we have to finally put them on a respirator. You know what I mean? Or when you go to the doctor says, take a deep breath. You know what I mean? People don't really value air, right? All air is not created equal. I'm sorry. There's other places in the world that have better air. I'm just saying, like, if all air is not created equal, why not be where there's the best air if I have to breathe it and take it in? You know, same thing with, I mean, just think about it. We're living right now. We are changing our entire world based upon breath.
Mm-hmm.
What did George Floyd say? I can't breathe.
Yeah, that's a well-known statement.
You know what I mean? There's so many different things that go on and on and on about. But even then, I don't think people really thought about this. George Floyd was, the physicality of this human was a beast because he was able to withstand I've heard that it wasn't 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Some people have said, we know it was over 7 minutes. But he was able to still, he was able to sustain a chokehold for that length of time. I digress. But topic today is, how does breathing affect your animal? It is, I mean, I can go on and on about dogs, because you can easily get bit. Because the most common way that people get bit with dogs with breathing is they see the dog, they get afraid, and everyone, hey, get your dog.
Right. Everybody's out there.
Yeah, everybody sits up quick.
Everyone has heard that phrase. Hey, get your dog.
Ain't nobody breathing or relaxing.
Because then the dog moves forward, the person moves back. When what we're looking for at that moment in time is for people just to actually slow it down, take a deep breath, relax, and then breathe.
Just breathe. And let everything take its course. You know, I believe in that. Everything's going to happen the way it's going to happen. I mean, whether we like it or not. So
well, and sometimes you have no choice, you know, to just let it be. So you might as well just let it be and roll with it. But I'm saying it as if it's easier said than done. You have to actually practice breathing. And I will give people some exercises or some things, some activities they can do to learn breathing. Yoga, fantastic way to learn how to breathe properly. 100%. Yoga, right? What else? Swimming, fantastic way to learn how to breathe. Dog training, right? I can teach you how to breathe properly.
Just inhaling and exhaling every time you can think to do it.
Or high level activities. You know, I've John Farnham is a master marksman, my instructor. You know, and when you're out there on the gun range, you can't be out there. It's like breathe, relax, focus. I mean, and you think about it, it's really indicative of like many aspects of our life. You know, another person I swear was like watching them breathe for like poetry, and why he's one of the greatest athletes of all time is Michael Jordan. My favorite Jordan era trap was the Jordan bubblegum days. Remember when he would be chewing that gum?
Bro, he'd be over there on that gum like he was mad at it though.
Remember the Jordan gum? Remember the Jordan gum days?
Yeah.
Jordan be on some like, ain't he talking at you? They said there's a book out there called "Wanna Be Like Mike." This goes back to breathing. I hope you all impressed at how many analogies I can come up with regarding breathing. And we're 34 minutes in. My other favorite analogy regarding breathing is Mike was like, there's a book called "Want to Be Like Mike," and they said Mike would be talking to you the entire game, and his favorite thing was he's up and just think about it. You're up here doing mad cardio, and they like Mike would just be right in front of you, like, "Hey, your wife in the crowd today. I see her. You know who she came to see, right?" And in the entire game, he'd be singing in a creepy way. Sometimes they dream that they are me. That's how they dream that they could be. You know what I mean? How dope is that? You singing your entire theme song, your own theme song, talking about a person's wife while you're shooting 40, putting 40 points on him. But his breathing. Just think about the amount of breath control to do cardio and talk. I challenge someone to jump on the treadmill, right, and have a whole conversation. I'm not talking about walking speed.
I remember the group Outcast. They used to talk about how they would run around the house and rap their songs while they run around the house, so they could get ready for performances and get their breathing right. So they would run around the house while they. Yeah. You just gave me shivers. You know why? Because I saw Outkast in Minneapolis at First Avenue in like, I don't know, it was like 99 or something, like 98, 99. And dude, they move around the stage. That makes sense. I know a lot of Outcasts.
Just even think about like the performers like Beyonce and the dancers, Justin Timberlake, how they have to sing and dance. Dude, put me up there and I'm moving like that. Y'all not getting a song out of me.
Oh no, they're
talking about breathing.
No, especially the ones that aren't using backup tracks. I mean, that's the Outkast.
Not lip singing the whole time.
No, Outkast. That's a good example because I mean they're not small humans either. They're big. They're big humans. You mean? But I remember CeeLo Green, seeing him. And these dudes.
New Edition and how they did their 1-2 step.
Oh no, no, you definitely breathing is it's a non-stop thing, man.
Yeah.
Trap, have you ever just had to just be super deep into like an animal where you're like, dude, this might not go right because I've been looking at your traps that you have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can't imagine an animal being too happy out of nowhere being caged.
Let me tell you, check this out. Like this trap right here, bro. This trap right here. A cat got out of this trap. And this is a good trap. But if it flip over, the breeze can come down, the cat could possibly get out. So I'm on the highway. I'm in Atlanta, 285. and it's a cat in the back. And this dude tried to cut me off, so I had to swerve. So I look back and I see the trap and flipped upside down, and I'm like, "Oh, this a feral cat." That was a brief moment because I'm on the highway. I can't pull off. I'm on the highway. I'm on 285. I can't just pull off. So I'm like, I'm looking back, and I see a cat just out. He out the trap. He looking out the back window. I'm like
how do you get out of here?
I'm thinking he about to come scratch the back of my head. He's gonna jump on the back of my head and scratch it up. I'm done.
Oh.
So that's like what you said. That was
relax.
Stop. Relax. Breathe. Like
right.
And the crazy part about it, that cat ended up coming and sit in my lap. I got a picture of me and this cat. I ain't even got hair on my face. This is some years back. This cat came and sitting on my lap and just chilled.
Oh man,
the whole
dude, we don't even have to do the cage thing. Like I can cooperate.
Look, he wasn't acting like that when I caught him. So I'm thinking he about to he gonna kill me. That's it. He losing this man. Yeah, that was a relaxed, breathe moment for real. And it's crazy because I ain't even. It's almost like I guess dealing with animals, basically like with animals, it's natural instinct. Like I just instantly because if I go crazy, I'm gonna get to an accident. Me and the cats, the rest of the cats, we all bad. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. That's That was that was a serious time too, because I just knew this cat about to be on the back of my bald head. Tear me up, just
man. That's a good one, man. Because that's like you said, like in situations like that, you gotta fall back, you gotta relax. That's happened to me before with a dog, this pit bull. And this was like same thing you said, like way back in the days. Dog in the I couldn't even get this dog in a kennel. I figured out how to like get him in the cage. I mean into the back of my expedition, and I had the leash hanging out the door. So like he would like Jimmy kind of against the door. I closed the door so the leash is right there. This is like pre-Wolfkeeper. This is like baby wolf days.
Baby wolves.
Cause like literally like 5 minutes into the drive, he's sitting on the middle seat. He didn't ate the leash.
Oh my gosh.
And it took everything to get him inside his cage. I mean, get him inside the truck, right? And this is baby wolf days. Like I have no muzzle, no nothing. This is just straight. I can come train your dog. So I just put him in. And I just remember when I turned around slightly and you hear that. I'm like, damn, really? Man. Remember, you can do nothing but breathe in those situations. You know what I mean? And animals really, I mean, just for people that are listening to this, I met in, what year was that? That had to be like 07, 08. I met a gorilla trainer. And just listening to him telling me these stories, the first thing went through my mind was like, what kind of mindset do you have to be in to go into a containment unit with a gorilla? And he's just like, you gotta be real calm and relaxed. And in my mind, I'm like, no, that's like beyond calm and relaxed. That's like, we worked at the Lincoln Park Zoo. I always am upset when I tell this story. I'm upset that I lost his contact because I used to call that dude for a while because it was like, it's like, no, you gotta just be real. Is that you calm?
You gotta come through with the contact, bro. We need to be good trainer too.
Yeah.
We gotta get the bee trainer. I'm gonna reach out to my friend Guru Rashan, who's buddy with the bee trainer. I haven't talked to her in a while. She was like, "You just called me up to talk to the bee trainer." I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much," but I need that bee con. But no, in those situations, when you think about large animals that can do, like my mentor, shout out to Gary Tippett, who owned a wolf. I remember the first time I was face to face with an actual wolf. One, you're just shocked by the size of this animal, like where their backs are at. But then two, he's like, dude, don't look at the wolf. Just be calm, just relax. They didn't, a lot of times the other trainers aren't going deep into like how we're talking about breathe. Like it's the principle. I mean, I really go deep into that's the principle of my dog training, and it's the principle of just how I live. Breathe. But he's just like relax. Don't do anything stupid. On some old man dog training.
What if they don't respond to your relaxation the way you want you to live?
That's a really great.
Like, breathe, but like you're still gonna attack me.
Man, that's a great question, Chinelle. I'll try.
That's your homework for tonight.
I'll try not. Oh no, I mean the answer to it is that it's real simple, and they will for sure, 100%. I mean, you might go through an experience where
you tell me just relax with the bees, and I'm just like, dude, but what if it stings me? Then
it's free falling. It's free falling. You've already jumped off the building. You mean you've already jumped off the building without a parachute, so you might as well just
but most times when you get stung by bees, they don't even know that the bee is around them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I could be just not even knowing that the bee is there, then boom, I got stung.
Well,
like, what's the difference between that and then me knowing the bee is there and I'm trying to get out of the way? I would. Like, oh, you're trying to get out of my way, and I'm going to chase you.
That's a great question.
That's not go nuts.
That's a great response. But I would fashion that back to you had nervous energy prior to that, even before the bee did its thing. You mean it's you had there was.
I could be at the park I could be kissing you in the park, and then the bee stings me. Then I would be nice.
Well, if you was kissing me, you would be learning how. You would be breathing.
I wouldn't be breathing.
You'd be breathing properly. Didn't you just hear my whole soliloquy on kissing? I'm an expert kisser, Chinelle. No, you would. No, I'm saying where I'm going with it is that if what you're asking, what would happen if a bee just or something just rolled up on you out of nowhere, like you just minding your business?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, I mean, I can say honestly, nothing is just rolled up on me like that. Like I'm just doing my thing and I didn't see it coming. But where I wasn't able to initiate breathing. But I'm saying that on some level, I mean, you jump in here, Trap, you give me your input. I would say that you weren't in a mindset of calm. I practice calm zero. I do my best to be on calm zero most of my life. You know, I'm around, you know, we from the hood. We're from a place where people
gotta stay balanced.
Yeah. But
I mean, I will tell you, for me, what's crazy is in rescue, being in rescue, what everybody say in rescue, it's always the human's fault. It's always the person's fault. It's not the animal's fault. So it's always, like what you were saying, your energy probably was already off. You probably was already, you know, amped up about something or whatever. Like you attracted it. Like we initiated, we attracted. So like with a lot of training, a lot of times you training the people, not necessarily the pet. So it always boiled down, I think, to something just rolled up on you like that. It probably was your energy already. You probably did something to attract that, or depending on how you smell, you know what I'm saying, a scent, like different scents. I know I deal with that. Like I said, that was my thing for people to be like, this guy's amazing with cats because I have coconut oil and catnip in my pockets. I'm about to do that. But yeah, of course, a lot of stuff don't run up on me, you know, in that case. So we all use coconut oil. It's probably energy. It's probably one of our scents. But I mean, if I got time, I'll try to. Oh yeah, the coconut oil. They're not gonna want to kill you. You know, they're gonna probably want to lick you after death. But
yeah, and that's
the thing too. I used to go to dog parks with Bentley. When I went to the dog parks with him, I used to have treats in my pocket, and I'm like, why are all of these dogs like coming to me? And you know, I'm just a Bentley fan, right? I like dogs. I mean, I can be friendly with them, but I'm like, it's like 4 or 5 dogs just in my face. I'm like, hey, okay, like, what are you doing?
Y'all calm down.
Yeah, get out of my face. And then I'm like, oh, you ducked it. I got all these treats in my pocket. They just sitting there like, so what are you going to share?
They trying to be your best. They trying to be your best friend.
No, but Trap, you made me think of something though too. Is also to your answer, Chinelle. What Trap made me just think about is that it comes down also to your pheromones, because your energy and your vibe, what we call vibe and energy, produces a different scent or pheromone. You mean it can be like, here's a perfect example: someone coming up on you. I know this happens to Trap probably all the time. He's walking in the grocery store. Some woman's like, just boom, hi. You're Sterling Davis, aren't you? I mean,
I got stories that one. You
know what I mean? Or when someone truly is attracted to you and you didn't see them coming. They see you and they're just like, they're head over heels. That phrase, you mean, or they're on you. I mean, so I would fashion that a lot too, is our body based upon the amount of oxygen you take in. And it's really science when you think about it, because in addition to of breathing, where we're talking about is giving oxygen to every organ. So just think about it on a very basic level. If every organ doesn't get oxygen, it's going to die, right?
Yeah.
Every organ needs 2 things, oxygen and water, right? So some people, when they're like, oh, I'm thirsty, when you say you're thirsty, that means there's some organ that's dehydrated, right? When you're not breathing, we know you die. It's a very simple concept. Breathe or die, right? You need air, you need oxygen, right? some people breathe more than others. So their skin's going to look different because their body organs, skin being the biggest organ, is getting more oxygen. So then they're going to emit a different pheromone, right? I can pretty much point out a yoga instructor 1,000 miles away. I'm like, you're a yoga, and people, or a dancer. People like, or anyone that, any profession that require for sure breathing, yoga instructor, dancers, fighters, musicians, especially horn instruments. I blow people's minds all the time. I'm like, you're a dancer, aren't you? How do you know? Like, I can tell you. Like, it's like, because they're bringing in more oxygen, and typically they drink more water. So, duh, you should drink water.
Definitely.
Duh, you should breathe. Like,
right.
Life is kind of simple. It ain't that complicated. Drink water, breathe. You're going to get the love life you want. You're going to get the raise you want, the money you want, the house you want, the dog you want. You're not going to get bit by Griff the groundhog because you're breathing. Woo. Man, y'all. Well, it's man, we chopped up a lot of time today on Hump Camel Day Wednesday. You know, I want everyone to please, people, relax. You know, relax and
close
chill.
to who's going to be our leader for this country?
We're very close. We probably will be finding out soon. Good old Electoral College. We got 3 more states they have to turn. No, we have 4 more states.
I thought we was sold on Bentley.
Bentley for president.
Bentley, yeah, Bentley for president.
Bentley coming through in the Bentley coupe.
Bentley coupe.
He out here being security guard now, barking at the people.
checking on stuff.
Trying to keep people in line.
All right, cool. Well, this concludes our podcast. Toriano, Sanzone, the Wolfkeeper, is always Trap King down there in the ATL, Georgia. Chinelle Nail right here. We are hoping to definitely see you all November 21st out in New York at Chateau Wolf. Thanks to Dana Humphrey for putting that all together. The whole part of the Wolfkeeper crew will be out there. Sterling Davis, I'm putting that energy out there, man. We need you out in NYC, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
Chinelle Nail, I hope that you are coming out there. It's going to be a great time. And I just gave you part of what the seminar is going to be about, and that's breathing 100%. Because I can't, as I said before, I will leave you on this. The dogs can't follow if you can't lead, and you can't lead if you can't breathe. Believe that. You need that. Give me some feedback. Go ahead and see that. Come on, y'all. We're feeling great. Toriano Sanzone. I'll talk to you all mañana. Ciao, Bella.
Peace and love.